Billy Crystal and Martin Short seem to be the last of the vaudevillians. Like the song and dance man, comedian.
But also they have that kind of old-fashioned sensibility.
If you're in the right mood, they're great. If you're in the wrong mood, they're super obnoxious.
Sure.
And they're both probably in their 60s. Can you think of anyone else who has that certain type of showmanship?
Well, besides myself.
Yes. Jack Black might be an example.
Okay, he's an actor, comedian, musician, but comparing him to those two guys, it doesn't match. It's not just the skills that they have and the way they present themselves, it's the sensibility of this kind of bygone showmanship.
If you were in a pinch and you had a live TV show and like someone didn't make it, you could just be like, Martin, just go on. Martin Short, just go on. Do whatever. It's for 85 minutes.
Skinny Jiminy Glick. Go. It's time for our final unboxing of the year. We're glad you joined us. We don't have any boxes to open today, unfortunately, but we've got lots of fun and surprises, so let's get right to it. Unboxing is the show where we thank our donors, people who go to welcometothebasementshow.com and contribute. These are some generous people, and they deserve the accolades that they get.
Accolades. Here they come. Stephanie, Grant, Catherine, Brian, Thomas, Kay, Patches, Sean, Maurizio, Kendall, Graham, Robert, John, Rebecca, Danielle, Byrne, Benjamin, Michelle, Malcolm, Luke, Molly, Dan, David, Betty, Scott, Marie, Nathan, Anne, and Frank. Frank, who says, here's $10 for a couple of cheeseburgers. Or a salad for Matt if he's still dieting.
I just had a cheeseburger yesterday. No bun.
That it qualifies as a diet in this day and age.
We also have Jacob, Corey, Jonathan, Lewis, Brian Kelly Illustrations, Jared, Austin, Reiner, Christopher, Joe, Magnus, who says greetings from Sweden, Grace, Brandon, S, Jennifer, T.A., Samuel, Mora, Will, Melanie, Abigail, Michael, Kelsey, Alexander, Emily, and Justin, who says, have you seen Salo or the 120 Days of Sodom? No.
Nope.
It was pretty gross. But I did see some artistic merit. Where do you guys stand on gross-out movies / torture porn? Well, I ain't watching Salo, so that's pretty much where I stand.
Yes, Salo is the one that interests me because it shows up on 100 best lists.
Sure.
And so I probably should get around to it someday. I should do it last year before I had a kid. It's harder to watch violent things now that I have a kid.
This is from Tom in Shrewsbury, England, who said he really liked our Suspiria episode.
Ah, excellent.
This is from Eric, who says he's just sitting by the Sea of Galilee. Oh. He's got some falafel there.
Shalom.
Oh, Sean Henry writes from Vancouver. He's having a holiday there, and he thanks us for when we spent some time with him at the Weary Traveler.
Pass it on my way.
Nope. This is a little card from a viewer named Craig, who sends this from the Arizona Sonora Desert Museum. There's a little kitty cat there. It's a lot of fun.
Yes, that was from me. I refuse. See, I sent this. I'm Craig.
Yeah, okay. Well, here, give me Craig's postcard. I'm going to keep this one.
All right, good. That puma attacked my child.
This is from Christy and Shay from Portland, and they are having their honeymoon in the garden island of Kauai.
Oh, excellent.
I've been there.
I haven't.
Those roosters, they will drive you insane. And lastly, we have Chris. Greetings from Nuremberg. Sorry for calling you basement idiots in my last letter. It's all right. We can take it.
Yeah, thanks, Chris. Oh, Matt.
I'm sorry. I can't take it.
You're not a basement idiot. You're a basement maroon.
This may not be the season for packages here on the unboxing show, but 'tis the season for what I presume are Christmas cards. So I'm going to hand one of these to you. This has got some fun stickers on of some animals. Zatoichi.
Tyrion Lannister.
What is UA?
UA?
Is that one of the secret states?
I don't know.
United Arab nothing?
United America. This is from Carrie in Robbinsdale, Minnesota. It comes with postcards inside. Old-timey postcards.
Nice. This is from Nata and Doug, who sent us this beautiful Star Trek-themed postcard, and they say, thank you for sharing another year of laughter and insightful film critique.
Let us know where UA is.
Glen Allen, UA.
But we don't have any states that begin with a U, other than Utah. No one knows. The Urban Alliance.
Virginia. Maybe the U is a V.
Ooh.
Oh.
VA, and that would make sense. 2-3 seems like it would be kind of East Coasty.
That V really looks like a U. Tona has informed me that it's VA, it's Virginia. It really looks like a U.
We are a couple of basement idiots. Carrie says, Merry Christmas. Thank you so much for allowing me to be part of this amazing community for the past few years. I met one of my best friends through Welcome to the Basement. Say hi to your friend for us.
We've got a bit of fan art here this week. Tito Carna has made this poster for us. He calls it an 80s poster. There it is. It's kind of fun.
It's been a long time since we've had fan art.
And now viewer questions. Questions from viewers like you. HVO002 writes, I just emerged from the cinema immersion tank.
Congratulations. That is watching the same movie 5 nights in a row.
I had the idea of watching a short film instead of a feature-length one. I ended up watching La Jetée, and I think I cracked the code of the cinema tank. Watch a foreign language film. Naturally, my attention was drawn to the subtitles the first time around. After the third day in the tank, I found that I was a lot more free to absorb the visuals and audio. And by the fifth day, I think I absorbed all that I could from the movie. Well, HVO, I'm glad that you had a good time. And is it okay to watch a short film in the tank? Of course it is. But if you really want the cinema immersion tank experience, you got to watch a feature-length film.
Jack James Willits asks, I've had an obsession with Akira Kurosawa since you guys mentioned Throne of Blood in the first or second season. How were you introduced to his work? I first came upon him through the movie Ran, which came out when I was in high school. It is a wonderful entryway, not just into Kurosawa's films, but foreign films in general, and 3-hour movies.
I was introduced to Kurosawa through Throne of Blood. Last time we talked about mixtapes and how much pleasure we got out of making them when we were teens and young adults, and KJ Matthias has this to say. I remember perching by the radio, waiting for certain songs to come on, and trying to pounce on the record button as fast as I possibly could. I was not very good at it, haha. I did that as well. The thing that annoyed me the most about DJs, at least back in the late 80s and the early 90s, is that they would talk over the song until the vocals came in. I had so many songs with these great instrumental intros. Led Zeppelin's Over Hill and Far Away. It has that beautiful guitar intro, and this doofus is talking over it, and I have to wait until he shuts up before I can start recording.
I once used that to my mixtape advantage. I called up a radio station during their all-request hour, requested Midnight Train to Georgia, and so this tape begins with my own voice saying, I'd like to request Midnight Train to Georgia by Gladys Knight and the Pips, and then the DJ saying, ooh, I love that song, as the horns come in at the beginning of it. So it's like, I won that battle.
You're like the George S. Patton of mixtapes.
That's right. I read your book, DJ.
In our P.O. Box, where you can send us stuff, we often get music. I'm so excited when people send me music, because often it's stuff that I've never heard before, and I get to hear new things. So I'm going to talk about 2 CDs. One of them is a band that I am familiar with. This is Crime, Murder by Guitar. I believe it's the complete recordings of Crime.
Late 70s, are they punk?
This is a punk band, yeah.
Okay. The name Crime.
Yeah.
Okay.
It doesn't get any more punk than Crime. I was first introduced to them because Sonic Youth covered their song Hot Wire My Heart on their album Sister, which was also my exposure to Sonic Youth. Now, there's an old saying about punk rock. You can have a band, you don't even need to know how to play your instruments. This isn't quite true. You listen to the Sex Pistols, Steve Jones knows how to play guitar, Paul Cook can play the drums. They sound like a rock band.
Yeah.
But with Crime, they kind of didn't know how to play their instruments. It's not that they didn't know how to play them, they didn't know how to play in sync with each other. So everything, it's kind of like those Captain Beefheart recordings where he didn't let anyone wear headphones.
Yeah.
And so everything is just all over the place.
Like the Shags.
Sure.
Yeah.
Hot Wire My Heart, their version is sloppier than sloppy. And at times it's frustrating, but at times they'll sort of fall in sync with each other, and then you get that visceral thrill of punk rock. Of course, as the 3 years go on, they eventually sort of find themselves, the rhythm section gets in the pocket, and they actually do some fairly decent songs. But
you can hear them learning how to play their instruments.
Exactly.
The same as Beat Happening if you go through their career.
Sure. And this brings us to J Church. I have some problems with this. My first problem is this album cover.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you look at this, who do you think J Church is?
You think that she is maybe J-pop or K-pop, something East Asian and poppy?
You were wrong with she. J Church is a dude, and J Church plays music that sounds nothing like this album cover looks. I don't know who she is. I don't know why there's Japanese writing on here. Even the color scheme is wrong. J Church plays music that sounds a lot like Weezer.
In a good way, because Weezer can sound very good.
Well, good or not, my problem is I'm not a big Weezer fan.
Oh.
So this music didn't do much for me, and there are 26 songs on here. J Church, B-sides. Come on. There's still something to be said for B-sides.
Sell more albums.
Yeah. You know, I feel bad about saying I don't like things that people send me, because obviously they send me music that is important to them, and, it makes me feel bad. But at the same time, I gotta speak my mind.
Well, maybe I'll like it.
Maybe you'll like it. Yeah, exactly. We don't pay lip service here on the show. We're honest. We've got a card from Sean Henry. I'm going to let you open that. And this is from Kelsey and Natalie in Medford, Oregon. We have some glitter happening.
Uh-oh.
We have a snowman.
A jolly happy soul.
Happy holidays, Matt and Craig. Sorry you are now covered in glitter. It's true. We love Blame Society. Welcome to the Basement, something we look forward to every 2 weeks, and unboxing. Here's some cash money.
Thanks. Our Christmas bonus. Sean says, to Matt and Tona, and to Craig, Christina, and Lorenzo, wishing you a most happy Christmas and a joyful New Year. And with thanks for another wonderful year of Welcome to the Basement. You're welcome.
And now it's time for the Hard Ticket Report. My quest to watch all 12 of these movies by breast-obsessed filmmaker Andy Sedaris concludes in 2017. In early December, I watched Return to Savage Beach. This concludes the Hard Ticket Report. And I am done with this shit.
Yes.
What are my takeaways from this experience? Are these movies fun to watch? In small doses, yes. If you decide to tackle this behemoth, you have to watch them in chronological order, because the earlier ones are a lot more fun than the late ones. My recommendation is just watch Hard Ticket to Hawaii and leave it at that. But if you want to watch the whole thing, chronological order, and when they start to not be fun anymore, stop watching them, because they will not reward you for sticking it out to the end.
That's basic addiction rules. Once something stops being fun, stop doing it right away. Oh, cigarettes used to seem exotic, but now it's just something I do, and I don't like it anymore. Quit then!
Sure. Now you might be wondering, what am I going to do next year? Am I going to have another one of these kooky challenges?
Yes.
I am. I've decided to do something that's going to be a little more enjoyable and intellectually rewarding for myself. I'm going to tackle the work of a filmmaker that I'm not as familiar with as I should, a filmmaker that we have watched on this show this year. And that filmmaker is John Ford.
Ooh.
I've selected a baker's dozen of John Ford movies to watch in 2018, and I'm going to talk about them here on Unboxing.
That guy made a lot of movies, so you have a lot to choose from.
You can go to Facebook right now and see the list of movies that I'm going to be watching, and you can also see a list of John Ford movies that I've already seen. So that will answer your inevitable questions of, why aren't you watching The Searchers?
Yes.
There truly is glitter everywhere. We got more Christmas cards to open. Ho, ho, ho.
This is from the Straddons of Ashland City, Tennessee.
This is from Andrew in Midland Park, New Jersey. We've heard from Andrew before. I recognize that signature.
Yes.
For all your hard work, your wit, and your wonderful way with words, I wish you a very Merry Christmas. Thanks to you.
Ah, that's what you're talking about there. And the Straddons say, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to the two coolest dudes on YouTube.
Hey.
Cool.
This is from Ryan, Forest Hills, New York. The old Ramones stomping ground.
This is from Ian in Royal Mare, Peterborough.
Ryan speaks of his love of Greta Gerwig's Lady Bird.
Oh,
which I haven't seen yet.
Oh, yes. I love it, too.
And Ryan wants to shout out his friend Robert and also his other cinephile and cosplay half-feline compatriot Amy. Robert and Amy. Woo!
Wah-ha!
And he's got some drawings here on the back. Some more drawings here. This is, I think, a very abstract drawing of the two of us.
Yes. There's another one on the back, which I think is me.
Boy, I can't tell.
It's me. I have a jacket. It's got my hair.
There's someone saying, hi, fellas.
I waved back.
This is definitely the two of us.
Yes.
And Ryan said that he sent us some pictures of some of his paintings.
Oh.
Little Insta snaps.
They're tiny. They're very detailed.
I'm guessing the paintings are larger than these photos.
This one is next to a Venetian blind.
Oh, okay.
So that's a tiny. That's like as big as what I'm holding right now.
All right.
Ian of St. Ives writes, first off, thanks so much for saying hello to Joy and Luna, our girlfriend and cat, in the Wild One episode. It made their day. Second, thanks so much for your wonderful program, which has rekindled my cinematic adventurousness and inspired me to go beyond the comfortable and familiar to seek out more challenging fare. How have I never watched Escape from New York? It was filmed in St. Louis. Shh.
I didn't know that.
Yep. It's all thanks to you. In the plural. Us two. Well done, Matt. weird. We've never touched each other. I like across this. Well, thank you, Ian.
We've enjoyed all this correspondence today. What a great way to close out the year with on unboxing. We know that it's already the new year, but you're going to not have to wait too long for a new episode. That is going to come out on February 9th. We hope to see you then. We'll have more things to open. We'll have more things to talk about. And now you should watch this. I'm drinking wine in the continental fashion.
You are, but white wine should not be drunk that way. There needs stemware for that because you don't want to heat up the wine. But hey, still wine.
I just didn't want to dirty another glass because I had that one already.
I dig.